how would you say your approach to Russian was? Because lots of people really have distinctive approaches, and you are someone that has achieved a nice level, but how did you start studying? What did your process look like? How did you study from day to day? What did your approach look like, Ari?
I never really tried to like. I never had the goal to become, conversational in Russian or to speak Russian. It just kind of happened because from the beginning I was speaking with my girlfriend, and I just put in some time, like when I was biking to my university, for example. Like it's a little, and later to my internship, it's like 20 minutes that you have of time on the bike. And you just plug in audio courses to kind of not waste time. And I did that, and I just started watching some Russian series and movies in Russian. Whereas otherwise, I would have watched English movies or English series. I just thought, well, let's switch it up to Russian, because if I'm learning it, then I might as well not waste my time. So I'd say my approach was very relaxed, and I didn't really try to. I just focused on creating like simple habits that I was doing every single day.
Hmm.
Like, listening to good audio courses, doing some app for vocabulary, and just making sure that I immerse myself in the culture through movies and series by hearing it. And I think that paid off in the end.
That's awesome. Oh, for sure. So basically, did you actually start watching movies or series from the beginning, or did you take some time to work your way into it? How did you do that?
Pretty much from the beginning, yeah. Like I remember watching some movies when we just started dating, together with my girlfriend, but we would watch the movies with English subtitles because otherwise it would have been very difficult for me to understand anything. And later on, just yeah, I think for the first year at least, I was watching everything with English subtitles. And later on, I switched to when my Russian got good enough. I sometimes switched to having Russian subtitles because then you hear Russian, you see it, like you read it,
For sure.
and then you get it like audio and visual insight, and it's a lot easier to understand. And yeah, so I highly recommend people if they want to learn Russian to start watching movies and series right away, because it's just a great way to get your brain used to the language. And I mean, most people are watching series or movies anyway already in English. So if people are interested in learning Russian, then it's a no-brainer to already start watching movies and series because it doesn't cost any extra time. It just gives you basically practice for free.
Yeah, that's a really good point. And one thing that I thought was interesting, and I know you've talked a little bit about this before, is that some people will tell you, why watch a foreign movie in a foreign language because you're just going to be reading the English all the time. You're not going to learn much. But you're clearly someone who's had success doing this. Why do you think this is good to actually do it this way, despite of what many people might say?
I think those people have a valid point in one thing, that some people, they just think that, all right, I'm just going to be watching movies, and if I do that for a year, I'm going to be fluent. This
Mm,
is not going to happen. Like if you just watch movies, it should be a supplementary activity to something that you're already doing.
mm,
But if you want to get to a nice level in Russian or any language, I think you should give your brain a lot of opportunity to hear the correct Russian in this case. And if you, let's say you spend like half an hour every night watching a series, or one hour, and you do that 5 days a week, then over the course of a year, that's already 100 to 200 of hours that you gave your brain the opportunity to hear the correct language. And yeah, the subtitles in English, that of course you're going to be watching it, you're going to be reading that to understand everything. But in the end, your brain is still hearing correct Russian, and it
mhm.
should have an impact.
Right.
I feel it.
Of course. And what I've done so far is honestly, I've done a mix of all three things: watch Russian with English subtitles, watch Russian with Russian subtitles, and watch Russian without any subtitles. So language learning is a long process. And, I don't mind taking an hour or two and watching a movie with English subtitles because I'm going to understand it so much better if I didn't. And later, when I watch it again, I mean, I can use the Russian subtitles or I can listen to it just without subtitles. And I think you're much better off for it than just jumping straight into it.
Yeah, exactly. And especially your approach that you just said, if you're going to rewatch the movie sometime, then you already know the plot, you already know what's going to happen. And then the context makes it so much easier to actually understand what they're saying in Russian.
Absolutely. And for example, when you were listening to podcasts or doing some other activities, um, what was the ratio of, let's say, just actively really trying to take it in versus, you know, passive input, as they say?